50 years, and no one's ever escaped from New Folsom. But we broke it open in an afternoon. I can hardly believe we pulled it off.
You guys did good. Now me and my specters will finish the job.
Starcraft 2 is here. It stays true to the original traditional concepts of real-time strategy games and gives it an ultra polish that you would expect with a modern game. The single-player story campaign only features the Terran side with a few Protoss side missions. However, the game goes into greater depth than the original Starcraft, and while not as much happens over the course of the game, you'll definitely get a more detailed experience. You'll guide Jimmy Rayner on his mission to overthrow the corrupt Terran Dominion, meet some old and new characters along the way. The greatest addition to the campaign is the ability to walk around your battlecruiser, the Hyperion, in a way as you did in the old Wing Commander 3 and 4 games. This lets you tackle the game at your own pace, talking to the characters in the order of your choice, performing upgrades to your units, and completing research goals. This leads to a replayability to the game's single-player component. You won't have enough money to grab all the upgrades, and the research objectives only let you choose one of two options each time, so you may find yourself using different units each playthrough. The game also has an achievement system, which you have to be logged on for. However, when you complete the game, it comes up with a list of the campaign, and you can replay any of the missions on any difficulty and do all of the optional missions you didn't complete the first time. The voice acting is very good, however I do find that at times characters can almost seem like talking heads. Conversations pretty much happen on the spot with little activity beyond some major cutscenes. You'll spend enough time with all the characters to either to grow to love them or hate them, which adds a weight behind some of the campaign's better moments. The game uses the new BattleNet 2.0 system, which is good and bad at the same time. Generally, the matchmaking system is working very well. However, the interface can seem a little clumsy at times. The chat boxes are in generally bad spots, and in an attempt to maintain backwards compatibility with non-widescreen monitors, you get wasted space on the sides of your screen, which could have used to fit in a better chat system. There is also no chat rooms and no clan support, making it hard for the hardcore players to get together, which is a shame since Starcraft 2's online game is being pushed as an esport. There is no LAN support, and you have to be online just to play with someone in the same house as you, which is annoying when the BattleNet servers go down for a split second, killing your game. Online play is separated into ladders. You perform practice and then placement matches to be put into teams of players of equal skill. Win more matches and you'll go up the ladder. Holding on top of the ladder, however, can be hard, as the people below you will get bonus points. However, you won't get bonus points when you're winning. The Southeast Asia version of the game doesn't have a working real ID system and has some population issues at times. When you've signed into matchmaking and get put against the same team in a 3 vs 3 5 times in a row, you might start to think you're in a Starcraft best of 5 tournament. Online, most people seem to use the same strategies, and if you manage to fight off their initial rushes, they'll continue to do the same strategy over and over until they lose, or they'll just start walling up in their base. Starcraft 2's units are very similar to the originals, but they mostly have a twist on them, which gives them some additional strategies that weren't there for the original. You won't find any revolutionary game mechanics here, but what you get is a very playable, very good refined game using traditional mechanics. And this is actually quite refreshing considering the mishmash of RTS hybrids that have come out recently. Starcraft 2 as an individual package gets about 10 out of 10. However, with the drawbacks in the BattleNet 2.0 system, especially after its hype before the game's release, make me give the full Starcraft 2 package a 9 out of 10.